What's up, guys? 169 Design here. So this is going to be my very first challenge that I'm putting out for you guys. So what this challenge is going to be is I'm naming it the Every Scar Has a Story video. And the way that I handle dents and dings and scratches nowadays is way different than when I first got the car. When I first got it, every little imperfection drove me crazy and I was infatuated over it. As it's gone on to, it'll be 5 years in June, or I'm sorry, 5 years in May that I've had the car. I've gotten a lot more used to things that happen to show up on the car, or things that happen to the car. I know that I have one of the older Chargers on here, so I probably have a lot more blemishes than you guys do, a lot of you guys do. But you know, these cars are driven. You know, we buy our Chargers and Challengers to drive. You're bound to get something that's happened to your car. So basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a video of, or a picture, and tell me about your scar. What scar is on your car, or what scars are on your car, and the story behind them, and if it's something that bothers you, if it doesn't bother you, if you're planning on getting it fixed, or if you're just gonna live with it. We're always trying to show our cars off, and you know, anyone can make a YouTube video to avoid the imperfections on their car and make everyone's car look like they're perfect. But reality is that, like I said, we're not, you know, typically we're not driving show cars. So there's your challenge from 169 Design. Make sure you get those videos, of course, you know, whenever you can. I know everyone's busy, so whenever you get a chance to make that video, post it up. And looking forward to seeing the scars. Every Scar Has a Story video. So there's your challenge, guys. Looking forward to it. Peace. It's a little windy, so hopefully you guys can hear me okay. But I'm gonna start with the back of my car. Since day one, there's been, it might be kind of hard to see, but there's been this scratch here on the trunk that I've touched up. That one doesn't really bother me, hardly ever see it. I mean, there's little nicks and scratches all over the trunk, but I think that was one of the few flaws on the car when I initially bought it. So there's flaw number one. As you can see, 9 years old. I have all these little nicks and chips that I'm gonna have to touch up. Another flaw that does bother me is, as you can see in the clear coat here, there's these bug stains and you know, road rash kind of stuff. I am planning on having my car detailed at some point, and maybe even resprayed on the front. This gets really nasty down here. You can see, I mean, it doesn't matter how much I scrub, this stuff just doesn't come off. So a respray would actually fix that, or just a really good buff job. So hopefully I'll get that taken care of this summer. Let's see, flaw number 3. Can you see the crack? Tiny little chip in the windshield. Don't remember how it happened or anything like that. It's been there for probably 10,000 miles or more, and that one's I've gotten pretty used to. The only time it bothers me is when I'm shooting videos and I have my camera pointed at the windshield. You can kind of see it floating around. All right, here we go. See if I can get these. They're kind of hard to see on camera, but as I'm gonna go along, I'm gonna try to get them in this. Keep an eye on where the building reflection is. Can you see how it's rippling? Let's see. Kind of hard to tell. I mean, you could definitely see them here. There you go. See how those ripples are happening? See all those ripples right there? So, see that? There's, I think I've counted 15 of them. And this is because this side of the car is the side that my wife parks on, and my kids like to open the door up right into the side of the door. So there is, like I said, there's probably about 15 of them, and they're kind of hard to see, but they are there. There we go. Now you can kind of see them. Look near my shadow. See that? So that's going to take some paintless dent removal, magic tree. I don't know how you say that. I'm gonna have to pay someone to get all those out at some point. That's probably gonna be $1,000, I would guess, because like I said, there's a ton of them. These don't bother me on a daily basis, only when I catch it in the sun. after washing my car on a nice glistening day. But I love my kids a lot more than my car, so I'll take them smashing their door into mine over being frustrated by it. So I've learned to live with those. So not too bad, but I will get them taken care of. And I believe, you know, none of them have chips. They're all just little dings. All right, now I'm going to show you the top scar that does drive me crazy. Dun 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 dun. Look at the cracking in my seats. Look at this. My seats, I love these seats. As you can see, get a lot of compliments on them. This really sucks. And the car has 87,000 miles on it now, so it's not like it's a spring chicken, but dude, like, look at that. And actually, I'm bigger than most people. I'll just say I'm big boned. But this sucks. This really sucks. And every time I get in the car, I look at it and it drives me crazy. So this is definitely something I'm gonna get taken care of. Whether it be just finding replacement seats that are in good condition, or the other option is doing a cat skin leather seat cover conversion, or however you want to call it. I think it would look pretty sweet with red leather in here. I've always loved red leather interiors, especially, you know, you got the car seats back there. It's a cool, you know, red and blue is different. You don't see it all the time. I don't know. Then I think, is that just nuts, and should I just get the black? What do you guys think? What would you do? I mean, I need to do something about it. So I don't know if that can be reupholstered or not. This one is tough because it's, you have the stitching here. I don't know how they would do that. I mean, I guess the option too is to try to find stock replacement seat covers. But so like I said, that's definitely the worst scar of them all for me. I hate that. Look how crappy that looks. It sucks. I do have this chipping paint on the calipers, which drives me crazy. That is a pretty easy fix. That's just painting the calipers, or I'm sorry, on the rotors, not calipers. That's a pretty easy fix. Oh, okay, one more scar. I'll probably find more as I go along. All right, you see this? That's me. This is all me. We have our heating unit in our garage, and I park on the left side. It's on the left side. So if I come in hot or I'm not paying attention enough, I'll actually rub up against it, and it's pretty crappy. I need to put some touch-up paint on it because not too long ago I actually hit it. But like I said, this car's 9 years old, and even, you know, for 9 years old, I think it still looks pretty good, but it has its scars. You know, this thing's all chewed up from after lowering the car. I'm constantly hitting this on curbs. You know, that's pretty normal. You got all these little plugs here, which what all right, I had to interrupt that because the guy in the red truck actually stopped by and asked me if it had a Hemi in it, which was pretty cool. He was kind of creepy but cool. So anyways, I asked him if he wanted to be on YouTube, and he said no and drove away quick. So I don't know what that means. If you, I should have gotten a video of his face. If you know this guy and he's wanted, please turn him in. He lives, I know where he lives. But anyways, so chewed up on the bottom there. Oh yeah, you got, this is pretty classic for Chargers. You got the faded molding here. It's starting to fade a little bit. I'll have to replace that at some point or paint it. Not a big deal. You don't really notice that unless you're up close. Same thing with these. Got this weird, I don't know, it's kind of semi-fading and warping. So that's, yeah, those are my scars. What scars do you guys have? I don't, you know, probably spend all day and find more. I know that there's a couple of the wheels have some curb rash on them. There is the Every Scar is a Story challenge. Looking forward to seeing your videos, guys. Peace.